Hello again, fourth grade. We're going to do more with equivalent fractions. I'm going to do a few examples from page 142 in your workbook. We're going to start with problem number 3, which says 1/4 is equivalent to how many eighths? And you have to find the numerator that goes there. So you could use your fraction strips for that I gave you when you came and picked up your books. So you need to do 1/4 on here. So I have my fourths and I have my eighths. I'm going to fold this back, so I'm just seeing 1/4. You can do that with your fraction strips. Then I'm going to get my eighths, and I'm going to line them up, and I'm going to see that 2/8 is exactly the same, takes up the exact same amount as 1/4. So 1/4 is equivalent to 2/8. I will show you with my bigger ones also. Here I have 2/8, which is equivalent to 1/4. Those are equivalent fractions, 1/4 and 2/8. All right, number 4 asks us to find a fraction equivalent to 5/6. It says 5/6 is equivalent to how many twelfths? So the numerator is missing. So I'm going to get out my sixths and my twelfths. Okay, so I need 5/6. I'm going to fold one back so that I only have 5/6 showing. And I'm going to line that up with my twelfths. When I line that up, I can see that it lines up evenly right there, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 twelfths. 5/6 is equivalent to 10 twelfths. And then I'm going to go to 140. I'm going to do a few problems on page 140. Okay, I'm going to start with number 1, using sixths again. This is 140 now that I'm on. Okay, and then number 1 says 2/6 equals how many twelfths? So once again, I need my sixths and my twelfths. So I already had those out. This time I need 2/6. So I'm going to fold back so I only have 2/6 showing. And I'm going to line that up with my twelfths. That lines up right there. I'm going to count. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 2/6 is the same as 4 twelfths. Okay, then I'm going to do number 3. Number 3 says 3/5 equals how many tenths? So I need my fifths and my tenths, which I have right here. So I'm going to fold back so that I only show 3/5 right there. And then I'm going to get my tenths, and I'm going to line my tenths up right along with my 3/5. And I can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3/5 is equivalent to 6 tenths. All right, now I'm going to do number 5 on page 140. Number 5. Number 5 asks me to find what fraction is equivalent to 3/4. And I want my denominator to be 12. Okay, so I need my fourths and my twelfths. So here are my fourths. Let me clear a little space over here for showing this. So here are my fourths, and then I get out my twelfths. So I need 3/4. So there I have 3/4 right there. And I'm going to line up my 3/4 with my twelfths. Notice how I'm bending back one, so I only have 3/4 showing. Okay. So I line that up, and I'm going to count my twelfths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3/4 equals 9 twelfths. Okay, then we're going to do number 7. Number 7 is a word problem, so let me show you what number 7 says. Number 7 says, Haley says that 5/6 and 11/12 are equivalent fractions because their numerators are both 1 less than their denominators. Is Haley correct? Explain. We can see 5 is 1 less than 6, and 11 is 1 less than 12. So we have to compare those fractions, 5/6 and 11/12, to see if they are the same. Okay, so I need my sixths again. Right here are my sixths, and then I need my twelfths. Okay, here are my twelfths. So I need 5/6, that's what Haley had, and then 11/12. I'll fold one back here. So there's 5/6 and 11/12. And if I line those up, I can see that, no, those are not the same. 11/12 is more than 5/6. 10/12 would be the same as 5/6, but not 11/12. So Haley is not correct. And then on number 8, we have Edward and Jaden both have boards that are the same length. Edward cuts his board into 8 equal pieces. Jaden cuts his board into 12 equal pieces. How many of Edward's pieces are equal to the total length of 3 of Jaden's pieces? All right, so Edward cuts his board into 8 equal pieces. Here's where they started out with a board. They both had a board. All right, and Edward cut his into 8 equal pieces, which would be eighths. So here are his 8 equal pieces that he cut his board into. Okay. Because 8/8 is the same as 1. He could cut his board into 8 equal pieces. Okay, so that's Edward. Okay, and then we have Jaden. Same size board, but he cut his into 12 equal pieces. So here are Jaden's. So we need to have 12/12 for Jaden, because 12/12 is the same thing as 1. It's equivalent to 1, and it's also equivalent to 8/8, because 8/8 and 12/12 are both equivalent to 1. So here is Jaden's board, cut into 12 pieces. Now the question asks us, how many of Edward's pieces are equal to the total length of 3 of Jaden's? So I'm going to push 3 of Jaden's right up here by Edward's. And I can see that 3/12 is equivalent to 2/8. So it would be 2 of Edward's pieces would be equivalent to 2 of Jaden's pieces.